What is happening, everybody? I hope you're all well, and welcome on back to Mass Effect 2. In this episode, we actually get to play lawyer. We're gonna go take care of Tali's personal quest here. She's been accused of treason, somehow. Hopefully that's nothing to do with the fact that she's on a Cerberus vessel, right? Because I would hate to be responsible for those accusations against her. But, needless to say, we're gonna go square this away, and we're gonna get a chance to maybe influence the Quarian decisions here that's gonna have a real big effect inside the next game, too. So, this is a very important quest line. There's some more stuff that's going to be working towards setting us up for what was rumored to be the next phase of the story, actually. It didn't end up coming to fruition, but supposedly the whole dark energy thing I talked about during Tali's recruitment quest was meant to be Mass Effect 3's storyline, and that gets touched on a lot more here, so worth paying attention to. So we have the Migrant Fleet, a fleet of 50,000 craft holding over 17 million Quarians. The Migrant Fleet is the largest array of spacefaring vessels in the known galaxy, though Quarians on pilgrimage have visited most settled worlds in the galaxy. Few outsiders have ever stepped foot inside the Quarians' ships, so this is kind of a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. You don't usually find yourself in a situation like this. Okay, so obviously we're going to take Tali Zora here. We'll use her unique appearance, and then I guess we'll grab Miranda. Miranda's always my off companion anyways. She's just the best when it comes to buffing the rest of the team, and we can finally fully upgrade your warp, so we'll definitely take that. We're going to be dealing with some armored enemies here. And Tali, what we need for you is AI hacking for sure. You're going to need to be able to hack the shit out of some stuff here, so... Your AI hacking provides the ultimate in shield strength and maintains it for a very long duration. The recharge time is 12 seconds, but it also lasts for 12 seconds. So by the time your hack wears off on that first opponent, you'll be able to do it right again. So we'll definitely go for improved AI hacking. And then, so within a small area of effect, you can divert power from an opponent's shields or synthetic enemies to restore the user's shields. Versus just a combat drone. I think we'll hold these points and wait until we can get her combat drone, actually. So Locust and Carnifex, Scimitar and Carnifex. I'll be using the Eviscerator, which reminds me, actually, I also need to switch to the Eviscerator. Here we go. Alright, let's go check out the fleet.
This is Tali Zora Vasnima Naraya, requesting permission to dock with the Raya.
Our system has your ship flagged as Cerberus. Verify.
After time adrift among open stars, along tides of light and through shoals of dust, I will return to where I began.
Permission granted. Welcome home, Tali Zora.
We'd like a security and quarantine team to meet us. Our ship is not clean.
Understood. Approach exterior docking cradle 17.
That's a cool little password they have there to even get access to the fleet. It's really cool to get a look inside Quarian society here. Like the intro said, doesn't happen much. Oh, they're thrilled to have a Cerberus vessel on site.
Tali Zora told me a lot about you. I wish we could be meeting under more pleasant circumstances.
Especially after what the Cerberus unit did onside the Flotilla that they already told us about at the start when we first met Tali on Freedom's Progress. That they boarded the Flotilla and they blew some stuff up trying to extract somebody, a human biotic, which is probably somebody from the Teleton facility in my own little theory in my head. Let's fluff her up. It's true anyways, we do owe her a lot. She helped a lot against Saren.
Tali helped the Normandy's crew out of many difficult situations. I'm here to return the favor.
I understand. As the commander of the vessel she serves on, your voice carries weight. I wish I could do more to help Tali. The trial requires that I be officially neutral, but I'm here if you need to talk. They're charging you with bringing active Geth into the fleet as part of a secret project.
That's insane. I never brought active Geth aboard. I only sent parts and pieces.
You sent Geth materials back to the Migrant Fleet?
Yes, my father was working on a project. He needed the materials. If I sent back something that was only damaged, not permanently inactive, no, I checked everything. I was careful.
Technically, I'm under orders to place Tali Zora under arrest pending the hearing. So,
I mean,
Tali,
Tali's father is literally an admiral. If she was ordered to do that, how can she be held accountable in any shape or form?
preparations got underway as soon as you arrived. The hearing's being held in the Garden Plaza. Good luck.
Yeah, how can she be held accountable for following direct orders from an admiral? They're the cream of the crop inside the Migrant Fleet. She doesn't have any say in what he tells her to do.
You should speak with Admiral Raan. She's waiting for you up ahead.
Brushing elbows with a lot more. This stuff is very cool to me. This font right here, it looks like almost Arabic. The Quarian writing is very cool aesthetically. I love the way that it looks.
Humans speak for Tali Zora. It's not right.
I'm already getting some of the general sentiment of things going on here.
Loyalty to the fleet is about more than just killing Geth. Talizor is guilty.
That's crazy. So much for benefit of the doubt, huh? Here's Admiral Raan.
Tali Zora vas Normandy. I am glad you came. I could delay them only so long.
You'll note she said Vast Normandy there,
Only Raan.
not Vast Nima.
Shepard Vas Normandy, this is Admiral Shala'Raan Vas Tonbe. She's a friend of my father's. Wait, Raan, you called me Vas Normandy.
I'm afraid I did, Tali. The Admiralty Board moved to have you tried under that name, given your departure from the Nima.
That's already a political game going on, right? Removing her from a Quarian ship by title. So now she's serving aboard a human vessel. That's clearly sure for the trial.
You're an admiral. Does that mean you're one of the judges?
I'm afraid not. My history with Tali and her father forced me to recuse myself.
I imagine father had to do the same.
You'll see inside, Tali. For my part, I moderate and ensure that the rules of protocol are followed, but I have no vote in the judgment.
I take it being associated with the human ship is a bad sign.
They stripped me of my ship name. That's as good as declaring me exiled already.
It's not over yet, Tali. You have friends who still know you as Tali Zora Vas Nima. Whatever we must call you legally.
I guess we should get started. Does Tali have a defense counselor? Someone who speaks for her side?
Indeed, she does, Captain Shepard. She is part of your crew now, recognized by Quarian law. And remember, an accused is always represented by his or her ship's captain.
Yeah, this is already a political stitch-up. They did that so that somebody would have to defend her that has no idea about the way that this works or any of the Quarian legalities. Clearly a play. But I am certainly going to do this, and I'll be honored to stand for you, Tali. You stood for us before.
I'll do everything in my power to help you, Tali.
Thank you, Shepard. I could not ask for a better counselor.
Our legal rules are simple. There are no legal tricks or political loopholes for you to worry about.
Except the ones that have already been
Present
put
the
into
truth as
place.
best you can. It will have to be enough. Now come. I promised that I would not delay you.
Yeah, she says there's no tricks or loopholes, but there clearly is, because they've already exploited multiple, right? She's arrested. She doesn't have a title anymore. She's being defended by an off-worlder who works for Cerberus, by the way. This whole thing is already clearly attempted to be a stitch-up. And I'm not a fan of that. The Ryan is on the wall here, as Kate Nolenko would have said.
This conclave is brought to order. Blessed are the ancestors who kept us alive, sustained us, and enabled us to reach...
Miranda is the only person with hair in this whole
Keep
room.
us alive. The accused Tali Zora Vas Normandy has come with her captain to defend herself against the charge of treason.
Objection! A human has no business at a hearing involving such sensitive military matters.
There it is. Wanted to remove her ability to have
Then
counsel.
you should not have declared Tali crew of the Normandy, Admiral Koris. By right as Tali's captain, Shepard must stay.
Objection withdrawn.
Good bitch.
Shepard Vas Normandy, your crew member Tali Zora stands accused of treason. Will you speak for her?
I will, but I shouldn't have to. This should be self-explanatory. Everything she did against Saren and against the Geth and sending the data back, this should all speak for itself.
If it helps Tali, I will. but in her heart she remains Tali Zora Vas Nima, a proud member of the Migrant Fleet. I regret that our captain is forbidden to stand at her side today.
Nobody has been forbidden from anything. It is a simple...
Lie to them if you must, Admiral Koris, but don't lie to me and expect me to stay silent. The human is right.
I'm a fan of Gerrel.
Please. Shepard's willingness to represent Tali Zora in this hearing is appreciated.
Gerrel is actually turned low gains voice actor from Dragon Age Origins 2, by the way.
To the Migrant Fleet. What say you?
In case anybody didn't realize that already. What say I? She's innocent.
Tali would never endanger the Migrant Fleet. She pleads not guilty.
I left parts and technology for teams to pick up. My father ordered me to do so, but I would never send active Geth to the fleet. Everything I sent was disabled and harmless.
Then explain how Geth seized the lab ship where your father was working.
Dropping bombshells in the middle of the trial, huh? It's fucking ambush.
What are you talking about? What happened?
As far as we can tell, Tali, the Geth have killed everyone on the Alarai. Your father included.
And they kept that from her too.
What?
They kept that all under board. No political loopholes or tricks, huh? Like that's not what that is.
I appreciate the need for this trial, Admirals. But right now, our first concern must be the safety of the Migrant Fleet. The Normandy stands ready to assist in whatever capacity necessary.
Thank you. Quarian strike teams have attempted to retake the ship, so far without success.
Shepard, we have to take back the Alarai.
So you charge the only people capable to help you with
Simply
treason.
destroy the ship. But if you are looking for an honorable death instead of exile...
Koris can blow it out of his ass.
For my father, you boshed.
Let him know.
Intend to retake the Alarai from the Geth.
Hey, Admiral Koris.
This proposal is extremely dangerous.
Yeah, Admiral Koris can kiss my ass. I hate this dude so much.
With your permission, Admirals, yes. The good of the fleet must come first. And Tali needs to find her father.
Agreed. And if you die on this worthy mission, Tali, we will see that your name is cleared of these charges.
Oh, thanks.
We can discuss that later.
Yeah, see, fuck this guy. Even if she dies retaking this, he's not willing to clear her of charges.
You are hereby given leave to depart the Raya. A shuttle will be waiting at the secondary docking hangar. Be safe,
He's a
Tali.
scumbag.
This hearing will resume upon your return, or upon determination that you have been killed in action.
No, there'll be no posthumous trial here. You clearly don't know about the crew of the Normandy. Admiral Koris, what a joke.
Thank you for agreeing to take back the Alarai, Shepard. The Admiral sounds sure that my father is already dead, but... I don't know. We won't know anything until we get there.
How are you holding up? They just threw a lot of fire at you, even before telling you about your father.
I knew this would be bad, but I guess you're never really prepared to be charged with treason. And my father, I don't know. He could still be alive. They don't know for certain that he's dead. I just don't know, Shepard, and I need to find out.
Is there anyone here you want to talk to before we go?
We can talk with the Admirals. It might help us to see what their viewpoints are. But I doubt we'll change anyone's mind by talking to them privately.
Still be nice to get a sense of where they're all at. Even though I already know where Koris is,
The
clearly.
sooner we get to the Alarai, the sooner we'll know what happened.
Shepard, the secondary docking hangar is through the conclave chamber where you are now. The shuttle they have provided is unarmed.
Oh, here's Veetor.
Shepard spoke well to the admirals.
Yeah, we haven't seen Veetor since Freedom's Progress. How are you holding up?
How did you get onto the Raya?
Shepard is here to help me with my trial.
Oh yes, I heard about that. I hope you didn't really do what they said you did.
No, Veetor. I would never endanger the fleet.
Oh, well, good. So, can I help you with anything? I mean, probably not, but you helped me.
Tali could use some friends right now. Would you be willing to tell the Admirals how she helped you?
No, I mean, yes, but I already did. They came to see me. I didn't want to talk in a crowd.
Veetor is doing well, but he isn't ready for a public speech just yet.
I talked to them. So did that soldier, Kal'Reegar. We both told them about how you helped us. I hope it helped.
I'm sure it did, Veetor. Thank you.
Do you remember anything else about the Collectors? Anything at all?
Nothing new. I'm sorry. Every time I go back to that place in my mind, I...
Veetor, come back. It's okay.
We don't need to press him anymore.
I didn't see anything, and what I remember...
Don't worry, Veetor. We're going to find the things that did this, and we're going to kill them.
Yes, we are.
Thank you.
Take care of yourself, man. We don't need to press him about this anymore. He clearly has his own issues going on here.
Take care of yourself, Veetor. Not many could have gone through what you did and come out sane.
I know. I didn't. But thank you, Commander. It's only because of your help that I've come this far.
Don't mention it, man. I wish I could have got there earlier.
Kal'Reegar.
Shepard, Tali, good to see you both. Wish you were under better circumstances.
You and me
What
both.
What did they get from our readings?
Damnedest things, just like they said. No way the sun on Haestrom should have been acting that way.
So that dark energy theory is right. That's troubling.
Can't really comment on that, ma'am. I just shoot things.
I'm not a science guy.
What are you doing aboard the Raya? It sounds like you gave your report to the Admiralty already.
Well, I stayed to argue the charges against Tali. I've served with her, and she deserves better than what she's getting.
Thanks, Kal.
I agree.
Just stating facts, ma'am.
Have you had any luck talking to the Admiralty board?
Admiral Raan asked my opinion about the Geth since I'd fought on Haestrom. She and Admiral Gerrel are hoping you'll kill a bunch of Geth to get the crowd on your side, then find evidence to clear your name. They were hesitant, but, well, you didn't have many other options, ma'am. I recommended getting you onto the Alarai. I hope you can handle it.
You did the right thing. Thank you.
She can handle it.
How have you been, Rieger? You took kind of a beating on Haestrom.
Physical damage wasn't bad. I was down for about a week with infection, though. Figure I got off easy. I don't have to face those admirals.
With your immune systems, it couldn't be easy for Quarians to fight a war. You'd lose more people to infection than injury.
We can't afford a frontline attack, that's for sure. Have to fight smart. Ideally from orbit.
We do have stockpiles of antibiotics. It's not as though everyone would die from a single shot.
No, Shepard's right. You've only seen our strike ops, Tali. Don't have all the fancy equipment in a frontline fight. Supplies get strained. Things get ugly, fast.
Yeah, it'd almost be impossible for them to fight a straight-up ground war, right? They cut their suit on a bush as they're walking through the woods, and then they have an infection. They're down for a week, right? Just like him. They do have the most ships in the entire galaxy, though, so fighting from orbit shouldn't be too hard of a deal for them.
You said that your mission had something to do with dark energy.
Right. Remember the damn sun on Haestrom? Shorted out everything. Way too much radiation? The sun's getting old. Only it's not. Dark energy. It's reducing the mass of the star's interior. Techs are worried.
Do you think the Geth are responsible for what's happening to Haestrom's sun?
Keela, I hope not. If they can screw up a star, our chances in war are even worse than I thought.
I don't think this is the Geth. It would take massive time and resources to affect a star like this deliberately. It's too inefficient to be a weapon, and even the Geth wouldn't destroy a useful star system. Besides, they didn't show up until we did.
I hope you're right, man. Synthetic bastards are bad enough as it is.
What does that dark energy buildup mean? Is it something we should worry about?
Sorry, Shepard, I don't know what it means. Just that it has the scientists worried.
Hopefully it's isolated, some rare phenomenon. If dark energy can destabilize solar material.
The whole galaxy would
Not
implode.
something to worry about now. But resources in this galaxy are scarce enough without stars suddenly going dead.
Some days I think flying around in the fleet without a planet of our own is the right idea.
Yeah, if every star in the system went supernova, then that's the end of the galaxy, right?
We should get going.
Good luck on the Alarai. Stay safe out there.
Yeah, I like Kal'Reegar, he's cool. And speaking of Dragon Age Origins voice actors, Admiral Xen here is going to be a voice that you can definitely recognize if you pay attention to that game or you're a fan like I am.
Tali, given the circumstances, are you certain that speaking to me is appropriate?
I'm looking for information about the Alarai. I don't intend to bribe you in the middle of the plaza, Admiral.
Pleasure to meet you, Commander Shepard. We owe you a debt of gratitude for your actions against the Geth.
As you can see, that's Morrigan's voice actor from Dragon Age, and we are still going to do a little bit of fluff here to see where she stands. Couldn't hurt, right?
Tali was with me. Saren and the Geth would have destroyed us all without her help.
Your political machinations are transparent, Commander. They are also unnecessary. If you and your father were actually experimenting on active Geth subjects, then you are simply idiots. No reason to waste resources on a trial. If not, Then this was a tragic accident in the pursuit of a higher cause. Again, no trial is needed to determine that.
She's not wrong. I agree with pretty much everything she just said there, actually.
Can you tell me anything about the Alarai?
Little. We detected several communication signatures before the Geth jammed the comm systems. Given the likely networked intelligence requirements for taking over a ship, expect between 10 and 50 units.
Then this can't have anything to do with me. I only sent parts and pieces, and certainly not enough to make that many Geth.
It sounds like your ideas about synthetics are in the minority.
Yes, at least on the Admiralty board, Gerrel sees an enemy that must be crushed. Koris would run away and hide on some new colony world. Shala'Raan is still undecided. I had thought Rail to be firmly in Han's camp, but if his experiments were on active Geth, perhaps we have ideas in common.
If we don't find Rael alive on the Alarai, what do you think will happen?
The power balance will be disrupted. Han loses a vote for his foolish and self-destructive war. That would favor peace then, as Shala'Raan is too careful to risk her own neck. But if the Admiral replacing Rael agrees with me, things could become very exciting.
You support experiments on living creatures?
Rael should have felt no more guilt experimenting on Geth than I did while performing surgery on a childhood toy.
The fact that you performed surgery on your childhood toys explains a great deal, Admiral.
Yeah, kinda. This is like some serial killer shit, huh?
With the right programming, it can choose locations, even defend itself when attacked. But it is just a machine. It was built for the sole purpose of serving its master, and it can be dismantled whenever its master desires.
I'm inclined to agree, to a certain degree, right? When you talk about AI, it's not really life, it's just an imitation of life. It only knows what it knows because it's been programmed to do that and adapt and learn. When you go to self-awareness and a consciousness, then it gets a little dicey, but at the end of the day, it is still not alive. You're only alive if you're organic. And I think AIs would see that too, which is kind of why I feel like the only way that AI can end in real life is like Terminator. I don't see how we could ever get along, because that's not really life, and they don't have emotions or sentimentality. They have programs and blocks, like Edie on being unable to tell us about Cerberus, right? So what would happen when the AI decides that humans are more trouble than they're worth, or we're going to destroy the planet, or there's too many resources, or there's a war? Well, they'd just kill us all and save the planet, right? We're all expendable, we die anyway. AI are forever.
If you're not interested in this trial, why not recuse yourself?
And let that aging warship Gerrel and the cowardly Koris be the ones to chart this course? I think not. The broader purpose underlying the trial is too important. Tali is only peripherally related. No offense intended.
And what is the true purpose of this trial, Admiral?
To determine whether Quarians should fear their past mistakes or reclaim their glory using our natural affinity for artificial intelligence.
So there it is. You get the actual reason here. Tali's just a scapegoat, and they're using her as a showpiece to make a show for the rest of the Quarians to decide the fate of the fleet and where they're going to go going forward. It's not about her at all. They're just willing to throw her under the bus and exile her for whatever course each admiral decides they want to chart.
So the only reason you care about this is because Rael might have learned something valuable from the Geth?
Indeed. If he has, then even in this accident we may find something worthwhile.
You want to create new AIs?
No, Tali. I wish to return the Geth to the control of their rightful masters, the Quarian race.
You're insane.
Thank you for the information.
It was a pleasure to meet you, Commander.
For what it's worth, I'm glad she stayed on the trial, because like she said, she sees things how they are, right? This whole thing doesn't even need to have a trial. This is already over. It is what it is. They're either idiots or they just had an unfortunate accident in the pursuit of a worthy goal. This whole thing is about stuff that's not even related to her. She's just getting passively punished. Politics.
You set me up, Shala. You told Captain Donna not to say anything? I don't hear that my father may be dead until I'm in the trial? Why?
The admirals needed to hear the shock in your voice, Tali. Otherwise, they might not have let you try to retake the Alarai. That is your best chance at recovering evidence that can exonerate you. I am sorry, We cannot afford sensitivity, Tali.
I mean, I understand the sentiment, but she still went too far. And if you're recognizing her voice from anyone who's been watching my channel, she is actually Roshan in Assassin's Creed Mirage. Shala'Raan. It's the same voice actress. She also plays Agent Madani's mother in Punisher on Netflix.
I know you're trying to help her, Admiral, but that was over the line.
She has nobody else to speak for her, Shepard. I am doing everything in my power. That's what her father would have wanted.
Don't say it like that. He could still be alive on that ship.
You should get to the Alarai soon. Is there anything else I can tell you?
What can you tell us about the Alarai?
Not much, I'm afraid. Real Zora only said that he was researching new defense technology.
He told me only that he needed any Geth parts or pieces I found. I assumed he was testing weapons on Geth components.
We knew nothing until the Alarai sent a distress signal, then went dead. We didn't even know about the Geth until a boarding team was attacked.
You're saying there's no data about the inside of the ship?
That's exactly what I am saying. The Marines who survived and escaped saw bodies in the halls. We must assume the worst.
No, we don't.
How long have you known Tali's family?
Since before Real was an admiral. 25 or 30 years, I'd guess. I was there when Tali was born. Her mother and I had synced up our suits so we could be in the same open-air room. I was sick for a week, but it was worth it. I was the one who took Tali from her mother and put her in the bubble. She cried so hard.
It's interesting to learn all this about Quarians, but it's also, I think, interesting to point out how much Tali has grown since Mass Effect 1. She's not that shy girl anymore, right? I mean, she's telling the Admiral to go screw himself. She's yelling at Admiral Raan here for what she did with the father. She's got attitude now. She's more than willing to defend herself and stand up for herself. And we've been seeing that since the start of the game, right? When she was in command of those people on Freedom's Progress and she told him to blow it out of his ass if he didn't like it. Tali has definitely grown as a woman in the interims.
I don't understand. You put your children in bubbles?
Environmental units. It's a step between relying on the mother's immune system through nursing and getting a suit of one's own.
The bubbles let parents take their children out of the clean rooms safely. We don't wear suits until adolescence.
There's a celebration when a child gets her first suit. It's a coming of age.
The whole immune system thing must be so hard to deal with. Especially if there are any Quarians, if any of them are still alive, to remember the homeworld, or if there's videos, right? Like, you imagine the adjustment period to this?
I'm not hearing much about Rail's involvement in Tali's life.
It's difficult to explain. I shouldn't.
It's all right, Anshala. No secrets between shipmates. I think I told Shepard about my father.
If you say so.
Yeah, you did.
Real was committed to the Quarian cause. That didn't leave him a lot of time for his family. He wanted to give Tali and her mother the home world, or a strong fleet at least. That was how he showed his love.
Wanted to give her back the home world.
What kind of evidence will carry weight with the Admirals?
Tali, you admitted to sending Geth parts to your father for his project.
Yes, but never anything that could have come back online on its own. I took every possible precaution.
Then find records of your shipment and experiments. Something that proves you were careful. Something that proves that this is all just a terrible accident that nobody could have foreseen.
I can understand Rail's thing about giving her back the home world and being an absent father to do that because I'm on the outside and I have no emotional attachment to him, but a child and a family would never understand that. You're still an absentee father. I get in his mind, he's like, what greater gift could I give my daughter than the ability to stand maskless on our home world and live a normal life? I understand why he would think that, but a child will never see that for what it is. People too close to that will never understand that.
There seem to be some other arguments going on among the Admirals.
You caught that? Yes.
I think everybody caught that, Shala.
A touchy issue. The Admiralty Board is trying to determine whether to focus on colonial development or attempt to retake the home world.
You're thinking of war? With the Geth?
I am not, Tali, but others are.
I need you guys to not do that under any circumstance because the Reapers are coming and you have the most ships in the galaxy. I need you to not throw that away fighting the Geth. We need them for the Reapers. Everybody has to pitch in. We need unity for that. Them fighting their own little side war is just going to make life way harder. Do not do that.
I know the Migrant Fleet is formidable, but even you can't take on the Geth.
We grew tired of wandering the stars, Shepard. We want our world back. We have paid enough for our mistake. I'm not giving you my opinion. I'm telling you which way the wind is blowing.
Now I'm telling you which way it's gonna blow in the next game, so don't do that.
We should move on.
Good luck on the Alarai.
I guess being the only ones who know about the Reapers, right? It's all not a concern to them. The bigger issue is getting their homeworld back, because they don't know what's coming. That's something that's just on Shepard and his crew, and no matter how much we tell people about it, they don't seem to agree.
I didn't expect a human to be such a good speaker.
I try.
Tali, I'm glad Admiral Raan got you leave to hit the Alarai. Hopefully you'll find something that clears your name.
I'm more concerned with finding my father, Admiral.
I wish you luck. Blow up some Geth on the way. And your Captain Shepard, Admiral Gerrel Vasnima. You got Admiral Koris backing up worse than a Krogan toilet. I'm glad to see Tali's captain knows how to handle a courtroom.
Yeah, he can kiss my ass.
I get the sense you're inclined to believe the defense. I'm glad one of the judges is.
If you were only giving Rail inactive equipment for weapons tests, I've got no problem. We need to test weapons against Geth material. I know you and your father. You put too much of yourselves into this fleet to do anything to jeopardize our safety.
Correct.
And you're both smart enough not to make mistakes like the ones they're saying you made.
But he understands that.
Can you tell me anything about the Alarai?
Nothing good. We sent some of our best Marines into that hellhole. Damn few made it back. Whatever Rail was doing, it blew up in his face. A ship is crawling with Geth. Don't go in expecting survivors.
Admiral, my father, your friend, is on that ship.
I know that, Tali. But if Shala hadn't suggested you might volunteer, we'd already have destroyed the Alarai. That's where we stand.
Can you tell me about the other admirals? Anything that might help me change their minds about Tali?
The one you didn't recognize, Tali, is Admiral Xen. She's on the fence. She takes fleet safety very seriously.
She didn't sound too on the fence.
She's always been in favor of studying the Geth. I hope she sees the benefits of Rail's research.
She definitely did. She thinks this whole trial's a farce.
Koris is the same whining suit wetter he always was.
You disagree with Admiral Koris' policies, I'm guessing. Or is it personal?
The man is a damn Geth apologist. Thinks we were wrong to try to destroy them centuries ago. He wants us to search for new colony possibilities instead of taking back the homeworld. Any research on the Geth makes him angry. You don't have much of a chance with him, I'm afraid.
To be honest, if we cut to brass tacks, the reason why a lot of people wouldn't be okay with that is because if they go back to the homeworld, they're good. They're back home, right? If they start a new colony, they have to go through the whole process of having the immune systems adjust to the local flora. They have to resettle. They have to build. A lot of the infrastructure on the homeworld will still be there. And while they will still have to adjust back from ship life to homeworld life, it's their roots, right? It's their ancestral home, so it all seems worth it. Telling somebody to go suffer and deal with that just so you can sit on a brand new rock, I can see why nobody would care about that.
You and Tali's father go back a long ways?
We served together on the gunship Yaska during a bad Batarian raid. We were kids, serving pre-pilgrimage as trainees. A crew of 10, and 6 were dead. Kinetic barriers were down. Rail and I were alone on the bridge, and the Batarians had drawn off a tramp freighter.
Did you save the freighter?
Our ship was under orders to hold position, but Rail looked at me and said, "We're underage. They can't charge us for breaking formation." He took the helm, I took weapons, and we brought that freighter back. The crew called us heroes. The brass called us idiots. They slapped medals on our suits, then kicked us off to pilgrimage a bit earlier than usual. That's Rail for you.
Well, you got fast-tracked. You already showed maturity and heroism.
It sounds like we're dealing with more politics than just Tali bringing back equipment.
You noticed that, did you? Tali's father wasn't just running weapons tests on the Geth for fun. He was looking for something to give us an edge when we attacked the Geth in full-scale war.
I know Father wanted to retake the homeworld someday, but are we that close?
I don't know, kid. We almost had the votes. We just need to give people hope for victory.
I hope the Quarian people find some place to live, Admiral. But it sounds like you're playing with fire.
We're too comfortable now, Shepard. We've got the largest fleet in the galaxy and we just ride around doing nothing.
We might need that fleet to help fight the Reapers, Admiral.
Thank you, Tali.
Then we need a world to shelter our non-combatants while we do it.
That's a fair position to have, right? Because these ships, the entire species of Quarians, the entire race lives on these ships. So sending all these ships into war without them having a home world to shelter on, it literally becomes that. It's not like we can drop 200 million Quarians off at the Citadel on the way to war, right?
Thanks for the information.
He had a fair response to us, though.
Thank you, Admiral.
Oh, one more Admiral to talk to, and it's the one that I fucking despise.
Judging by your ability to play to a crowd, human, I have done Tali a favor by stripping Vas Nima from her name.
Sour about that, are you?
This is Admiral Koris Vas Quib. Do not ask about the name.
I take no pleasure in this, Tali, truly.
Oh, it sounds like you do.
Endangered and dishonored our fleet.
You also sound like you really like the sound of your own voice.
Can you tell me anything about the Alarai?
Only that you should have let us destroy it. When we find the evidence of what Tali and her father did there, any hope of convincing the other admirals will die.
I did not bring active Geth to the Alarai, Admiral. I know how dangerous that would be. I only brought pieces.
No, Tali.
The captured ship with its crew slaughtered by living beings in pain belies your argument.
The captured ship with its crew slaughtered by living beings in pain. Geth don't feel pain, Admiral. They don't have organic sensory data. They just see damage that needs to be repaired. They don't feel pain. The people that died, thanks to them, do feel pain, though. Can't stand this guy.
What exactly is your problem with my crew member, Admiral?
Yeah, let him know, Shepard.
I respect Tali immensely. Her actions against Saren are to be lauded. But, like her father, she wants nothing but the destruction of the Geth. The people we created. The people we wronged.
The Geth drove us from our homeworld.
Of course they did. We tried to kill them.
You and the other admirals appear to have some disagreements beyond Tali's trial.
You are correct. Tali, I apologize for it being brought into your proceedings.
I'm sure you do.
The other admirals are pushing for war. Rael Zora was researching new weapons to use against the Geth. They would see our fleet destroyed in the skies over our homeworld, rather than find a new colony and adapt.
Can the Quarians coexist with the Geth after all your history?
I don't know. We all deserve to find out.
For the sake of the war against the Reapers,
we have all
I like
done
the idea.
horrible things to each other, but it has to end. For both groups. That is why I cannot sanction whatever experiments...
And I will say that I do agree with his opinion on... Not the sentiment behind his opinion, but...
I understand, Admiral.
The Geth did try...
agree with you, but
The Geth did exile them because they tried to wipe out the Geth. That is why the Geth pushed the Quarians off the homeworld, because the Quarians decided to try and smoke them all once they realized that it had been a full AI that they have created, not just worker drones. They did try and kill them all.
You have a ship named Quib?
Oh, here we go.
Our people have, during difficult periods, purchased pre-owned vessels from other cultures. And have, on occasion, had difficulty altering the ship's registry information. The citizens of these foreign-named ships have borne the stigma of these names with grace and honor.
If it bothers you, maybe you should find another ship.
I've occasionally entertained the idea of requesting a transfer. Something with a nice, respectable name, like the Defrons or the Ictomy. But I am proud of the Quib. And I will not flee because of petty insults.
Yeah, well, you are a Quib.
We should move on.
Goodbye, Tali.
Suits you perfectly.
Be well.
I'm surprised to hear you say that.
I don't hate you, Tali. I just think your father's plans for war were wrong.
I don't believe him that he doesn't hate her. The way he talks to her like she's a piece of trash and a traitor, and he's done everything he can to sabotage the trial for his own political gains. He has no care for her as an individual at all. If she had to be executed on a guillotine chopping block in order for him to get his way politically, he'd be perfectly okay with that. He wouldn't even lose sleep. I don't buy the whole I don't hate you, it's nothing personal. It's very personal. She's about to risk her ass for the fleet here.
It's about more than just killing Geth. Tali'Zor is guilty.
Wow.
If Tali'Zor is stuck with a human captain, at least it's an eloquent one.
Well, I'm glad you noticed. Alright, everybody, so before we hop on to the Shala'Raan and deal with Tali's trial, we've already been going for 40 minutes, so this one is going to have to be split into 2 parts, so thank you for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please subscribe, leave a like and a comment. If you want to support the cause and help improve the channel, please do check out those links in the description below. Otherwise, stay tuned, and I'll see you soon with the next part of Tali's trial. Take care, everybody. Have a great day. Peace.